Good morning, God. I want to invite you for this morning devotion. Many people in this world are tuned to a thinking process that they are destined or conditioned to curses or bad things that repeatedly happen in their life. They firmly believe that whatever they do, they will end up failing them. Why? The reason is they believe that they are cursed. They believe that they are wired up with different types of traumas, failures, and problems, and nothing can help them out. And today I want to prove, if you are thinking that way, how wrong you are. If you studied Genesis chapter 1, you will note a specific work done by God, that God actually pronounces blessings on 3 days, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th day. Genesis 1:22, he blesses the fish and the birds. Genesis 1:28, he blesses the man. Genesis 2:3, he blesses the very 7th day. After reading these things, you would say to me, "Oh, Pastor, really? I thought that God only blessed man." So, if he had blessed 3 days, then what is the speciality of man's blessings? So to find out that, let's get into how Hebrew language renders these 3 verses. For the fish and birds, it says, God blessed them saying. What does that mean? It means that the very saying is a blessing. And that blessing is that they should multiply and reproduce. Secondly, in Genesis chapter 2 and 3, he blesses the very 7th day. What does that mean? It means that he did not say anything, but he made that day holy. But when it comes to us in chapter 128, it says like this: God blessed them and God said to them. So God does 2 things or 2 categories for you to note. Number 1, capacity, and number 2, conditioning. Please note that, capacity and conditioning. Let me explain. To the fish and the birds, he blesses them saying. This points out that God's very saying is the blessing, and that blessing is a capacity given to fish and birds to reproduce. Or when we come to the 7th day, he blessed the very 7th day. That means he conditioned that day. He destined that day should forever be seen as the day of rest. But when it comes to us, he does both the things. He pronounced our capacity, but before he pronounced that capacity, he conditioned us. Did you get this? He conditioned us. And that's the reason we are having such capacities. I'll give you an example. Take for instance, a student who is an above average or is intelligent. How do you think that he would score very high grades? Obviously, hard work. But on the other side, for instance, take a student who is very genius. His IQ is very high. He is called to be a prodigy. What would he do? We know that he is conditioned. He is genius. His IQ is very high. Hard work is not a necessity. He creates a history because he is conditioned to such intelligence. Did you understand? So today I want to say without any hesitation, according to Genesis chapter 1:28, you and me are conditioned. We are conditioned. That's the meaning of that we are blessed. We are conditioned. That's the reason you will be fruitful, because you are blessed because you are conditioned. You will multiply because you are conditioned. You will replenish because you are conditioned. You will subdue and have dominion because you are conditioned. You have such specific capacity because you are conditioned. This is the meaning when the Bible tells God blessed them and God said to them. With such a conditioning, I want to prophetically release the word that you will never fail, you will be never defeated, you will be never be broken. Your capacity is conditioned. So today, go ahead with this truth that your capacity is conditioned. Walk from faith to faith, from strength to strength, from glory to glory. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.